Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. This is the name of Telegram channel, GK Today YouTube. Now, we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe it if you find it relevant. So now, let's start the session. Which Union Ministry has launched Artificial Intelligence based ASEEM portal? So this portal has been launched by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. What is the full form of ASEEM? ASEEM stands for Atmanirbhar Skilled Employer Mapping. So it is a portal for skill mapping. I have already uploaded a special video on this topic and it is on Civils Academy. Now this ASEEM portal will have the database, and the data collected through Swadesh initiative will also be integrated with this ASEEM portal. And for this purpose, NSDC is going to be the implementing authority. What is NSDC? It is National Skill Development Corporation. What is Swadesh initiative? It is an initiative to provide the employment opportunities to the people who returned back to India through Vande Bharat mission. And for the Swadesh initiative, 3 ministries are going to collaborate. These are Ministry of Civil Aviation, Ministry of External Affairs, and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. So ASEEM portal is for skill mapping. It is an initiative of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. NSDC will be the implementing authority. Which global organization has set up an independent panel to review its COVID-19 response, headed by Helen Clark and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? So recently, World Health Organization, that is WHO, set up this independent panel to review the response to COVID-19 pandemic, and this will be headed by Helen Clark and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Now, why this decision was taken? This was decided after the criticism from USA that WHO did not play a fair role in this entire pandemic situation. Which is the first Arab country to plan for its Mars orbiter mission? So this country is UAE, and it is going to launch the Hope probe, and it is the first Arab nation to launch a Mars mission, and it will be launched on 15th of July. So far, only USA, India, USSR and European Space Agency have successfully sent their Mars orbiter missions. China is in the process of launching its first Mars rover. So UAE is the first Arab nation to launch such Mars mission. Which Indian organization has constituted a working group to study the feasibility of forming a pandemic risk pool? So this was constituted by IRDAI, that is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, and this has set up a working group, and this working group is going to be a 9-member group, and it will be headed by Suresh Mathur. So IRDAI is a regulating authority for the insurance sector. Which country suffered a failure in its launch of Kuaizhou 11 carrier rocket? So it is associated to China, and recently it was in news because of its failure during maiden flight. Now in China, this term Kuaizhou means fast ship. So China was also in news as it is the world's largest manufacturer of PPE. PPE is personal protective equipments. India is the second largest manufacturer of PPE kits. Union Shipping Ministry's draft Aids to Navigation Bill 2020 seeks to replace which colonial act? So recently this draft was in news, and it seeks to replace the Lighthouse Act of 1927. So this bill seeks to empower the DGLL. What is DGLL? It is Directorate General of Lighthouse and Lightships. So this DGLL is a subordinate office under Ministry of Shipping, and this bill, that is Aids to Navigation Bill, seeks to provide more powers to this authority. Swabhiman Anchal, a place that was in news, is located in which Indian state? So it is located in Odisha. The Chief Minister of Odisha is Mr. Naveen Patnaik. Recently, Odisha was in news because of this Swabhiman Anchal. It is located in the Malkangiri district of Odisha, and recently first bus service was inaugurated here since independence. Now Odisha was also in news because of Balaram scheme. Answer in comment box, what is the objective of this Balaram scheme? Odisha was also in news as recently Odisha government started a conservation project for fishing cats in Bhitarkanika National Park. So this is a conservation project which has been launched by the state government of Odisha for 2 years for the conservation of fishing cats in Bhitarkanika National Park. Which union ministry implements the Goal project along with Facebook India? So what is Goal project? It is going online as leaders, and for this purpose MOTA, that is Ministry of Tribal Affairs, has partnered with Facebook. So it is a literacy and mentorship initiative which has been launched by Ministry of Tribal Affairs. Who is our present Tribal Affairs Minister? He is Mr. Arjun Munda. Recently he was in news as he has been elected as the president of AAI. What is AAI? It is Archery Association of India. Now coming back to Facebook. So Facebook was in news because of Reels. This was launched recently and it allowed the users to create short form videos up to 15 seconds. Which country's tiger census has set a Guinness record for being the world's largest camera trap wildlife survey? So India is the right answer, and this tiger census has set a new Guinness record for being the world's largest camera trap wildlife survey. So this is the 4th edition of the census. The first census was conducted in 2006, and this tiger census is conducted every 4 years. Now Global Tiger Day is celebrated on 29th of July. In the context of tiger, there is a term TX2. Answer in comment box, what is the objective of this TX2 initiative? DCGI, that is Drugs Controller General of India, has approved the psoriasis drug manufactured by which company for the emergency use in COVID-19. So this DCGI has approved a drug by Biocon for the treatment of COVID-19 patients. Now the name of the drug is Itolizumab, and it is a drug for psoriasis. Now it will be used for treating the coronavirus patients, and this drug has been manufactured by the Biocon, and Biocon is led by Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. Recently she was in news as she was awarded by Australia's highest award. Hagia Sophia, the monument which was in news recently, is related to which country? So it is related to Turkey. Recently it was in news because previously it was a museum. Now the Turkish President Erdogan announced that this would be converted into a mosque. So it is in Istanbul. The currency of Turkey is Turkish lira. Who has become the second fastest all-rounder to score 4,000 runs and to take 150 wickets? So Ben Stokes became the second fastest all-rounder to achieve this milestone. Ben Stokes achieved it in 64 test matches, and so far Gary Sobers had achieved this milestone in 63 test matches. Gary Sobers is from West Indies and Ben Stokes is from England cricket team. India became the second largest source of FDI of which country in 2019? So India is the second largest source of FDI in UK. For UK, USA is the largest source of FDI, India is the second largest source of FDI, and India is followed by Germany, France and China. Recently UK was also in news because of Global Vaccine Summit. In this context, the term Gavi was in news. Answer in comment box, what is the full form of Gavi? What is the rank of Mukesh Ambani in the world's billionaires list as per the Hurun research? So as per this list, he is on 5th position. Recently, he surpassed Warren Buffett and now he is on 5th position, and he is sharing this rank with Tesla founder Elon Musk. In the list of richest personality, Jeff Bezos is on top position. Lee Hsien Loong, who was in news recently, is the Prime Minister of which country? So recently, elections held in Singapore and Lee Hsien Loong has retained power in the general elections. His party is People's Action Party. So these were the most important questions of today's quiz. Now we are going to cover the news section. So feel free to skip this section at your own risk. One more thing, if you think that this news section is a waste of your time, then please do not waste your time and let your competitors waste it. So first news is related to Malala. So on 12th of July, Malala Day is observed, while 13th of July is celebrated as Bhanu Jayanti. So 13th of July is the birth anniversary of Bhanu Bhakt Acharya, and he was the first writer to translate the Ramayana from Sanskrit to Nepali. Next is top trading partner of India. So USA is the top trading partner of India as per latest data by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It is important to note that in case of USA, we have trade surplus, and in case of China, we have trade deficit. Next is voluntary National Review Report. So recently, this report was presented by Niti Aayog, and this report was presented at HLPF. What is HLPF? It is United Nations High Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development. So India's second voluntary National Review Report was recently presented by Niti Aayog. Next is A Song of India. So it is a book which has been authored by Ruskin Bond, and this book will be released soon, and that's why it was in news. Next is Google for India Digitization Fund. So recently this fund was in news as Google CEO Sundar Pichai announced this 10 billion fund. Now one important thing, for the proper utilization of this news section, please make sure that you write down the important point. If you are not noting down these points, then it is of no use. Next is Paul Harris Fellow Recognition. So recently Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E.K. Palaniswamy was honored with this Paul Harris Fellow Recognition, and it is a recognition by the Rotary Foundation of Chicago. Next is CII ITC Sustainability Awards 2019. So recently NTPC, that is National Thermal Power Corporation, was selected for the CII ITC Sustainability Award under the Outstanding Accomplishment in the Corporate Excellence. Next is related to MOU, and this MOU was signed between NCRB and NetGrid. Now what is NCRB? It is National Crime Record Bureau, and it is office under MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs. Next is Patriot Surface to Air Missiles. So recently USA approved $620 million upgrade package for Patriot Surface to Air Missiles to Taiwan. Next is Faye. So it is a tropical storm which was in news recently, as this led to the rainfall and landfall in USA. Next is Cyberspace Administration of China. So recently it was in news as it launched campaign in China to clean up the websites that are aimed at the users who are under 18 years of age. So this is an agency of China, and the name of the agency is Cyberspace Administration of China. Next is related to Uttarakhand government. So recently the state government of Uttarakhand announced that the state government will not use any Chinese equipment or device in the government projects. Next is Open Skies Agreement. So recently UAE expressed its interest for Open Sky Agreement with India. Next is Gamlai Institute. So this institute is associated to Russia. Recently this was in news because the vaccine developed by this institute became the first in the world to complete human trial. Next is Roko Toko campaign. So this campaign is related to Madhya Pradesh, and this campaign will focus on those who are not wearing masks. Next is Dada Sahab Phalke Award. So recently Arunachal Pradesh filmmaker K.D. Thongdok has been selected for this Dada Sahab Phalke Award, and he has been selected for this award for his film Chi Lupo. Next is Styrian Grand Prix. So recently Lewis Hamilton won this Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton is associated with Mercedes. Next is Andrzej Duda. So recently he was in news as he won the presidential elections in Poland. Next is Sashikant Agrawal Commission. So this commission was in news as recently Uttar Pradesh government has constituted this commission to inquire in the encounter of gangster Vikas Dubey. So this commission is one-member commission, and retired Allahabad High Court Judge Sashikant Agrawal will head this commission, and this commission will submit reports in 2 months. Next is Awadh bin Hassan Jami. So he was well-known cartoonist. He passed away recently. So these were the most important events. Now homework. So first is, what is LTRO in the context of RBI? Second homework is, what is bioaccumulation and how it is different from biomagnification? And third homework is, what is Swayam portal? So that was all for the day. Thank you.